Hello, everybody, and welcome to Geek Addicts, the pop culture podcast where we all have opinions, and I'm sure everyone's going to be pissed off in the end. I am Bill, and this is Matt. How you doing, Matt?
Oh, I'm doing just great. How are you, Bill?
I'm tired. That's just life now. Like the older you get, the more we're old, and we talk about the weather. We did before the stream this time, so that's great. but
Yeah, yeah.
uh,
I had a very busy weekend myself. Um, yeah, we like had a bunch of people over for a fire Friday night, and yesterday we went to well, I had work in the morning, and then we went to my cousin's house in over in Rockland, and let all the toddlers run around and be crazy in the sun for like 4 hours. So that worked. That was nice. Then we brought Frankie to the playground today, so that was fun.
nice. I spent most of the weekend. Friday night, what did I do Friday night? Oh yeah, I fucking marathoned Ape Escape 2. That was my
Oh, there you go.
because that was the Super Pod Game Club game, and I was like, oh my god,
Oh, right.
a game I know. I'm like, fuck this, I'm going to fucking win one of these. So I did.
Oh, you did?
Oh yeah,
There you go.
and I finished it at 4 in the morning Friday, well Saturday morning, and then I fell asleep.
There you were the first one to beat a game club game right in time for you to not be able to just pick whichever one you want. You just get the right to add a game to the voting pool.
It's fun. I just wanted to throw my Ape Escape like superiority and just to feel like I know how to do this shit.
Fair enough. Well, you know what? Someday someone's gonna throw like fucking Budokai 2 on there, and then I'm gonna be in like Flynn.
Yeah.
I doubt nobody's gonna put Budokai 2 on there. Who am I
kidding? I just want to know. I don't even know who fucking nominated Ape Escape 2. I'm curious on that because I'm like, who would pick that? And I'm like, all right, it was easy enough. And then I just went in and fucking took me like 16 hours, I think. So
very nice.
And then yesterday I literally spent the entire day. Alex's laundry machines are down at the moment, so she was over here doing laundry for most of the day. Which I think is partially why my machine is fucked up now because it was overused yesterday, but that's fine. I got it to fit. I finished what I was doing. And then I had to accompany her to Walmart because in her words, Walmart is scary. I don't want to go alone. So I was like, okay.
Walmart, well, you know what? In her defense, I don't know how it is over there, but I went to Walmart today and it was fucked. There was so many people there.
Yeah, that's the one near us is always a shit show, like the closest one to us. And I get it. There's a reason that store has an entire website dedicated to the weird fucking people that shop there. So I understand. I was basically just her bodyguard, even though like the whole time I'm like, literally, I'm just in the way. Just being here.
Yeah.
Because I found out I was just gonna say me and Alex also shop very differently because I was like, I would have been done in like 10 minutes. But she's like price shopping everything, so I'm like, okay, I get it.
Yeah. You kind of have to do that, you know.
See, I'm just the guy that just buys less and just kind of deals with it. But that's my life.
On my own, and that's how I would do. I mean, honestly, if I'm being totally real, if I was on my own, the majority of my shopping will be done at the Dollar Tree. So,
yeah.
In fact, when I was living on my own, I had roommates technically, but I was actually mostly shopping at the Dollar Tree, and it worked out pretty well for me because I actually have a lot of name brand stuff. So
it's funny though, is then I'm like frugal at the liquor store, which is hilarious. Like I'll buy the big packs of generic beer because they're cheap. That's why I splurged. I bought Molson this time.
Well, I also just like shitty cheap beer, so like.
You can only drink so many of those though before you feel like shit. So I'm always kind of like, I'm gonna be drinking. I want to at least have a good time.
Well, if I drink too much too fast of anything, I'm gonna feel like shit.
I'm pretty sure I'm just like slowly becoming an alcoholic because I can just drink beer and it doesn't affect me in the slightest anymore. That's probably not good, but that's fine. I'll worry about it later.
Whatever. Yeah, whatever. It's not like you're fucking getting shit faced in the middle of the week or anything.
No, I don't. That's like the one reason why I don't think I am because I only drink like on the weekends. So, but yeah, it's other than that. I spent yesterday because I think what did me and Alex do after Walmart? I think we made like we bought like store-bought dinner and made that like an old school like we made this like old school thing we used to have as kids, and then we watched K-pop Demon Hunters, so she's finally seen that now. So when we eventually do that episode, she's good to
shit. Go. Damn, I think Cindy's got stuff going on next week, so I don't know. I was gonna say it would have been perfect if we could go and do the episode next week, but I'll have to talk to her about it and see if we can work something out.
Yeah, no rush. Actually, I gotta ask Alex. She's going on vacation pretty soon, so I'm not sure. Yeah. We'll have to figure that out. But she has watched it now, so she can join us for that one. So,
she didn't want to talk about the nominees today?
She's off on a bike ride, and spoiler warning, I have to record GNC right after this, so I can only get one pod a day. So
gotcha.
Yeah, other than that though, mostly slept. I did my anime catch up this morning.
Nice.
Caught up on all the ongoings. Jujutsu Kaisen Part 1 is done. Frieren is done. I will say, still don't really care about Jujutsu Kaisen, but that final episode was really good. Really enjoyed that.
How did it end? I haven't seen it yet, but I've read the manga, so don't worry about spoiling.
The guy from Zero comes back and he has this big fight.
Yuta?
Yeah, he has the big fight with like the bug guy and the guy with the pompadour gun for hair.
So they didn't really. Okay.
Well, it's only part 1 though.
I was gonna say part 2 will be a lot more intense.
That's what I hear. I'm still not sure if I'll care or not, but I'll watch it. I'm kind of invested.
You'll enjoy the fights at the very least, I'm sure.
Probably. Frieren was extremely heartwarming, and I'm really sad it's over.
So I still got like an episode or 2 left of like all the ongoings. I mean, they're all like pretty much done at this point. I just haven't watched them yet.
We got one more episode of Vigilantes. Knuckle Duster finally came back in the most recent episode, so that was cool.
Yeah, I saw him in the last one I watched. I don't remember if it was like earlier in the week or something.
That was probably the most recent episode because we still haven't got the final one yet. It's out, but it's not dubbed. That was fun though.
I thought Vigilantes was one of those ones that was releasing the dub simultaneously.
No, it's like an episode. They might have started that way, but I think they had a break in the middle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it's weird because some of them there's like multiple weeks in the middle, and then some of them are releasing simultaneously, so it's hard for me to keep track sometimes.
Yeah, because Slime already has 2 episodes out, but they're not dubbed yet, so it's kind of a.
We haven't watched it yet, but we finally started getting the dub for Oshinoko.
Oh, I'm already 2 episodes in.
Cindy and I haven't gotten around to watching it yet, but
so it's funny. Yeah, it's being simultaneously streamed on Crunchyroll and High Dive, which is
I'm okay with it.
I'm fine with it too. I'm watching it on High Dive just because I couldn't fucking find it on Crunchyroll, and I was like, I'm not fucking searching when it's literally right there. But also, fun fact, High Dive. You've never used High Dive, so I don't think you'd really be aware. But
not on its own. Back when it was part of Verve, I don't know if you remember when Verve was a thing. Because they used
I remember the ads for it.
They used to like combine Crunchyroll, Funimation, High Dive, Rooster Teeth, and a bunch of other random like, you've never heard of these streaming things all together, and it was actually really worth it at the time. Now that none of them are on it anymore, I don't even know what's worth having on it. But
I don't even think Verve exists anymore, to be honest.
No,
I don't know.
I'll look it up.
But
anyways, you were saying
High Dive finally has a skip button for the intro.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that last week. That's funny.
It sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm like, this app is so garbage, but like they have shit I like to watch. So I'm like, okay, fine, I guess. Also, the new intro and outro for Oshinoko are good, but they're not burning. So that's where we stand.
So yes, Verve was shut down back in May of 2023, primarily because its parent company Crunchyroll, I didn't know Crunchyroll owned it, decided to consolidate all the streaming platforms. So Crunchyroll essentially is Verve, just without High Dive.
But my guess is basically High Dive was like, we don't want to play anymore, and took their stuff. And then Crunchyroll was like, well, this is dumb, and then just got rid of it. So
yeah, then Rooster Teeth ceased to exist, and they were like, what do we do here?
And then Netflix started grabbing animes left and right, and Amazon now.
Yeah,
I'm really not thrilled that Amazon's buying a bunch of animes because we've seen how little they care.
Mhm.
So and they're still gonna try and push those AI dubs because they got rid of them now because they got caught, but you know they're gonna try it again in the future.
Mhm.
So that's
Yeah.
wonderful. Um,
As long
yeah.
as they
Other
don't
than
touch any of my babies.
that, thankfully most of those are firmly Crunchyroll animes.
Never thought I'd say this, but thank God Disney has Bleach.
You know, Disney, I'll give them credit. Disney Hulu, they're doing actually a fairly good job with the dubbing stuff.
Mhm.
But I think that's because they're just
Yeah.
farming it out to Viz Media. So
Yeah. Undead Unluck had a really good dub. And that was a
Mhm.
Hulu original.
Netflix is hit or miss. I swear. Like Netflix, some of their dubs are really good, and some of them are like they spend all their money on one person, and the rest is whoever the fuck they could get for cheap.
Well, I also do appreciate the fact that they like they'll go out of their way to try and get like big names sometimes. But at the same time they also will grab like a bunch of like, no names,
Oh yeah,
giving them a chance to show what they got.
it's cool they do. I just wish their direction was better because some of those anime dubs, they're like the direction is so bad.
Well, that's
Um,
part of it is because I'm sure a lot of the people doing the directing aren't used to doing anime. So,
yeah, that's the new thing I've noticed.
mhm.
Um,
But
yeah,
yeah, aside from that, I don't remember if I did last week, but I finished the Hobbit game,
nice.
and I also started and finished Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone this past week.
Is that the PS1 game?
It was released on PS1 and PS2. I played the PS2 version,
Okay, so you didn't
which
play
is
you didn't play the horrifying PS1 game with the infamous
no,
Hagrid model.
no. I played the PS2 game, which is very much like the early stages of what became Chamber of Secrets and Prisoner of Azkaban. It's like the same type of game. It has like the same like layout essentially of like the castle and everything. The gameplay style is the same. It just the later games smoothed out the mechanics and made it a lot more functional. But it was good. I enjoyed it.
So I have to bring this up real quick just because it is wonderful. Um, so that was Hagrid in the PS1 game.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. The fucking potato face.
They were like, yeah, this looks great. From what I
Yeah,
remember, that game was okay, but like the graphics, oof.
yeah,
Oof.
for sure.
I never really played much of it because I'm not a Harry Potter guy, but
Well, honestly, the first three games on PS2 are solid. They're good games.
you know, it's funny. I have the fourth game on PSP for some reason. I don't think I ever played it though.
I played it on PS2. It's very different from the first three. Um, I've looked into it a little bit because that was the first one where they really were like, "Oh, we're going straight movie designs."
Hmm.
Because the first three, they were definitely based around the movies with like the storytelling, like the way the plot of the games went. But the character designs were a little bit more like to the book.
Hmm.
Um, but the fourth game, they were just like, "No, it's just straight up. This is Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson, and just straight up all of them, like no
So
question."
the one Harry Potter game I played, because I've said it before, I'm not a Harry Potter guy. I just happen to have. Um, I had the Chamber of Secrets on PC, which was a very different game from all
Yeah,
the other versions.
yeah, because I played the PC version of Sorcerer's Stone way back in the day, and yeah, it was very different from the version I just played.
Weirdly though, I really liked it. Probably because it was like actually kind of complicated, but like also playing that on with a keyboard was fucking ass. Like
Did it?
my
Did it? Did it? Did the Chamber of Secrets still do the thing where like when you go to learn a new spell, you had to like
do a stupid
trace
like
it with the
DDR,
mouse?
yeah, DDR mini game basically.
Yeah, yeah, you had to like
Yeah.
trace it, kind of like the Mario Party mini game where you had to like copy the picture.
So it
It's kind of
wasn't
like that.
it was similar but slightly different. Instead of having to like copy it with the mouse, instead the wand would like go around like this symbol, and you had to literally play DDR, like press up, down, left, right, like square as it went around.
Oh, that's I don't like that as much.
It
I
was
feel
it
like
wasn't
that.
it wasn't very fun. I remember as a child I was horrendous at it, and then I played it like a year ago, and I was like, this is the easiest fucking thing I've ever done in my life.
Honestly, I would give Chamber of Secrets or Prisoner of Azkaban a try at some point. If you just want to try something like a solid license game, even if
I
you're not
have
into
Chamber of Secrets on PS2, so I might play that at some point.
drop
Maybe.
back. Although honestly, I think Prisoner of Azkaban streamlined it even more. I know a lot of people will put Chamber of Secrets to the top, but I think Prisoner of Azkaban just the smoothest version out of all of them.
Yeah.
Plus, it gives you more to work with because you can switch between the three characters, and each one of them can learn different spells. So it kind of adds a little bit more variety to it.
Nice. That should be interesting. If I ever see him for like stupid cheap, I might try to pick him up.
Yeah. But yeah, aside from that, I started up the 8th wave of Arrowverse. And I gotta say, now that I'm like almost halfway through the final season of Arrow, I can kind of see like the point a lot of people say about how it falls off after like season 4 or 5, but like to be honest, I kind of feel the way about it, the way I felt about like My Hero, where there was just like one season that just felt off because they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. And then after that, it kind of found its footing again.
You know what the thing about My Hero is though, with that like thought process? I ask so many people this, and nobody has the same answer for which season they think is like the weak one. Because I will ask people, and they will many will say 5, a lot will say 4, a bunch say 6, but then I'm like, you should watch 6 again, and then they do, and they're like, yeah, it wasn't 6.
Some people even said the final season, which blows my mind.
Yeah, I don't get that. I guess they were just annoyed that Deku and Baku didn't get together. I don't know. That fan base is weird, so.
Yeah. But no, like honestly, like there's a lot of things about like the last season of Arrow I watched, season 7, wasn't like it wasn't on the level of like season 2 or 3, but there's a lot of parts of it that I really liked. Like I liked the whole like how the first like say third of the season was him just in prison, just trying to fucking survive day to day. And then like he gets out of prison and it's like, oh well, now I'm just gonna be deputized by the police, and now I'm technically a cop. But I'm still doing the Green Arrow thing with the bow and arrow and the costume and everything. I'm just not wearing a mask anymore, and everyone knows who I am. You know, like there's a lot of that I liked a lot. I wasn't crazy about the whole like, oh, I have another secret sister thing. That was kind of weird, but
that's a weirdly recurring plot thread in the CW verse, like all the CW shows.
Yeah.
It's like, this is a sibling that doesn't exist in the comics, but we're just throwing them in here because fuck it, why not?
Yeah. And honestly, like I've really been enjoying this. I mean, I'm only like 4 or 5 episodes in, but this last season of Arrow, I'm really liking because so obviously all the CW shows are on the build up right now towards Crisis on Infinite Earths because it's the season where that happens. And so far, the only 2 out of all the shows that are specifically like referencing it and being like, this is a thing that's going to happen and we need to prepare are Flash and Arrow. But Arrow is the only one who's consistently like, we're not doing our own thing here. We are specifically only preparing for this. Like, this is a very serious thing. And we're like, Oliver Queen specifically is recruited by the cosmic being to fucking do all these random like things for him to prepare for it all. And he's like doing all this crazy, like kind of Q shit where he's like, oh, I'm just going to pull your kids from the future and throw them in with you and make you guys interact and shit. Like, I've been enjoying that a lot. Like, I really liked this last season.
See, I think with Arrow is a lot of people fell off and they never watched the final season, which is why no one really talks about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's kind of my theory with it. Because I know like Arrow had that really weak point before the final season where a lot of people just said fuck this and like left.
For me, that's season 6. It was the whole Ricardo Diaz thing.
The problem with the CW verse is they were that it started. They had to go through a really weird period for DC, like where like DC was like changing a lot because it started in like the tail end of New 52, and then like the Rebirth stuff happened, and like they couldn't like DC was like basically there was like a huge roundabout way of basically DC fixing the shit that they caused for like the last decade. And unfortunately, that show like started very New 52 coded, and then by the end, they were like, "What we started with is not really compatible with the world DC is now, and we don't know what to do." Which explains a lot when you really think about it.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, by the end of this coming week, I will have already reached and passed Crisis on Infinite Earth, so I'm looking forward to finally watching that.
And then you get that nice breather with like you get that final nice crescendo with Superman and Lois to end it all off.
Well, there's still a good amount of shows after Crisis.
Yeah, but
because Flash still has 3 more seasons. I think Supergirl's got 1 more. Legends has 2 more. Black Lightning still got another season. Batwoman just started, so that's got 2 more seasons after that. So yeah, it's still a good amount of stuff before I come to the full end. But
yeah, just once like you finish all of the CW verse stuff, and then you just kind of end with that, and it's kind of like, oh, this was nice, and then it ends, and you're like, that was an era.
I might finish the Titans show before I do Superman and Lois, just because I've been leaving that like half finished for a while now.
Might be better because then you don't have any other garbage to deal with.
I guess it depends on opinion because there's a lot of DC shows out there.
Fair. I was more just talking Titans.
Oh yeah.
Because that show is like, it's like we finally got a Titan show that actually has most of the Titans that never get talked about, and they fucking just made it whatever it was. It's a thing. Yeah. It has good moments, but it's a lot of shit.
I did just from looking around, I noticed that there is a big beefy Batman Beyond comic compendium on Amazon with it's like 1,200 pages.
Yeah, there is. I'm not sure what that covers. I will say, just a forewarning, Batman Beyond in comics is a fucking mess. Like, they had no idea what to do with that story. Still might like it, but I will just say it's nothing like the show. Like, they legit had no idea.
And the Batman Beyond static crossover miniseries has come to an end, and pre-orders are up on Amazon, so I'm definitely gonna have to put in an order for that.
That might be better because the more modern stuff has been okay, but like
there is I think a modern a recent Batman Beyond comic that started just a few years ago.
There was one during Rebirth. I'm not really sure what happened afterwards. I know they've been through a bunch with it. There was a point where Terry McGinnis was no longer Batman Beyond. Tim Drake was Batman Beyond at one point, and I'm still
What?
Don't ask. It was dumb DC shit. They brought Terry back, thankfully, but I have no idea where he's at right now because I haven't read it since the Rebirth run.
Oh, that's some hot bullshit right there.
It wasn't even like convenient. It was like Tim Drake from like another universe. It was stupid. Like they legit had no idea what to do with fucking Batman Beyond.
That annoys me. So they're just gonna fucking pull him out and throw somebody. That's stupid. Stupid.
Well, Terry was dead, but then he wasn't dead. I don't know. That was.
I guess I'll get there when I get there.
That was a bad period of DC. That was like mid.
But by the way, that compendium covers a lot of different Batman Beyond. It's like 1,200 pages. It's longer than any of the big compendiums I have, so it'll be a lot of material to work with.
It might be worth a read. I just know I've tried to follow Batman Beyond in the comics, and I've given up so many times because it's such a mess.
Well, you're also like obviously not hard and fast with it, but you're generally somewhat up to date. Like you'll follow like more recent stuff. So
for the most part,
reading it like month to month is probably different than having it all right there.
Maybe to a degree. I didn't really read Batman Beyond back in the day. I kind of got most of it later on, and reading it through was not fun. So that's just me, though. I'm also not a massive Batman fan in general, so it's kind of one of those things.
Yeah, I like Batman.
I don't hate Batman. I just like the hero that runs fast. That's just always been my thing.
Fair enough.
Oh, other than that, I don't really have much. Chainsaw Man ended, like officially.
Yeah, it sure did.
Haven't read it,
It
but I'll get there
sure is.
eventually. I've heard things. So,
I mean, did I want it to end where it did? No.
that's what I've heard.
Did they do a good job with that final chapter and just wrapping everything up? I was satisfied enough with how they did it.
Okay.
It's not my favorite. I wish we could have done more with it, but oh well.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean,
I know I burned a lot harder before, so
I guarantee there's going to be a lot of people who retroactively, like when they read Chainsaw Man, they're only going to read part 1, and that they're going to just pretend it ends there.
I mean, honestly, that wouldn't have been a bad spot to end it, but
it wouldn't have. It's my biggest problem is the fact that I really like the first half of part 2, like when it's before before Denji comes back. Like everything before that with Asa is really fun. I like that stuff, and then it just goes to fucking shit. Well, not shit. It goes off the fucking rails.
Yeah.
I guess we should probably get into our topic for this episode now.
I suppose.
We're only half an hour in. Yeah, so we're the Crunchyroll Anime Awards are up. The voting has begun, and from the general consensus I've seen online, people aren't happy, but are they ever with this stuff?
Well, honestly, it's not even that I'm not happy. I'm just surprised with a lot of the nominees. I'm honestly, because I thought I had the fucking nominees for Anime of the Year pegged, at least for like 4 out of the 6, and I was right a little bit, but Solo Leveling isn't even nominated. After it swept last year, I was fully expecting, especially since season 2 is better than season 1, in my opinion. So I was fully expecting.
Because of how late it came out, I'm convinced that all the people voted for it based off of season 2 and not season 1. So it was one of those things. I mean, even then, though, season 2 still doesn't deserve it. Anime of the Year. I'm just gonna say that.
No, but the fact that after last year it didn't even get a nomination is wild to me.
Yeah, well, they probably listened to all the angry people. So, but yeah, I guess now we'll start. I'm gonna do these votes in real time for me, anyways. You've already voted, I'm guessing.
No. See, I use my cousin's account, but I also don't know if he's going to vote. So I'm going to text him after this and see if he's actually going to vote, and if he doesn't, then I'll vote for him.
Yeah. Let me actually see how this works, because I'm not even sure if you log in to vote. Let's see here. Oh, you don't even log in. I think you could just do it.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's good to know. I was about to be like,
a lot. That explains a lot.
Yeah. All right. So we'll start off with. We got a whole bunch of categories here. I guess we'll start off obviously with Anime of the Year, the first one.
So I before we really jump in, I think I feel like it's kind of one of those things where we should probably talk about what we personally think should win for each category, and then probably mention what's probably going to win regardless of what we think.
Yeah. That makes that makes sense. My brain.
Because I think that's going to happen in a lot of these cases. There's going to be ones that much like last year with Freerin.
Or a Pocket Theory. I'm still on the train that should have won. But
agreed.
I'm gonna say now, this is my personal voting for the stream, the video version of this podcast. So I'm gonna just say right now, I didn't watch these 3, so I have no opinion whatsoever.
I have watched all 6 of the Anime of the Year nominees. And honestly, it's a hard choice for me. Because
I mean, even between the 3 I did watch, this is tough.
Yeah, because Dandadan season 2 really fucking rammed. It was so good that it completely changed my opinion of the show as a whole.
I'm still
because I was so lukewarm about season 1.
I'm still on the train that Don Don should have been a one season like double length show because I feel like that would have flowed so much better, and part in the first season would have done so much made more sense if it went right into two rather than giving us that obnoxious like gap.
Yeah, especially the way it ended that first season off. Like, I did not like that cliffhanger at all. The cliffhanger for season 2 was made me feel a lot more comfortable.
Yeah. So Don to Don, there's a good argument here for me. Apothecary Diaries, the first season was phenomenal. The second season was even better. I can't fucking wait for the third season. So that's a strong contender.
Yeah.
And then the last one I can really talk about, My Hero Final Season. This one for me really helps the fact that I watched the entire series basically up to that point right beforehand. So I had the entire fucking journey. So just leading up to this finals fucking how it ended was really satisfying.
Yeah.
To me, anyways.
For sure. I did pretty much. It wasn't as like right next to when season 8 was coming out as it was for you, but I did watch the entirety of like everything before that last year as well. It was towards the beginning of the year, but
yeah.
So yeah, I agree. It was it definitely added a lot to it. Since I've seen the other three, I should probably talk about them a little bit. Gachi Akira was fucking phenomenal. It was one of my favorite new animes to come out in a very long time. It was very stylistic. Spoilers, it would definitely be my pick for a couple of the further categories. I don't think it necessarily deserves Anime of the Year because there's just so much else going on with the other nominees.
Yeah.
If it had been a lighter year, probably would have gone for that, honestly.
Honest, that's on my list for this year, so I do plan on watching that eventually this year.
Wasn't that your assignment?
I think so. So I'm watching it eventually, regardless.
Yeah. And then this past week, especially because they were so short, I did watch The Summer Hikaru Died and Takopi's Original Sin. And they're both fucked.
Are they?
Takopi's original, Summer Hikaru Died is fucked in kind of an endearing way. Takopi's Original Sin is just fucked.
Okay. So that's
they were great shows. They were great shows. Takopi's Original Sin was only 6 episodes. The Hikaru one was 12. Okay. They went by very quickly. And they both had a lot of aspects that I liked about them a lot. But God, it was kind of rough getting through some of it.
I've heard. So for this one, my bias is pretty showing. I'm leaning very heavily to Apothecary Diaries season 2.
Agreed. I was already decided that would be my vote.
This was really good. Like, My Hero was really good, but is it weird that I still think Vigilantes was just better and that isn't even nominated?
I think Vigilantes is just a different vibe, honestly.
Well, it's one of those shows where there's like, we already know what happens after it's done. So like we're just kind of enjoying this like kind of like early nonsensical like no stakes shit that's really fun.
Yeah, it's more like personal stakes as opposed to like world-ending stakes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we can both agree Apothecary Diary season 2. But I think we could probably both agree that My Hero is probably going to take it just because it has so much built up on it.
We'll see on that. I'm actually not 100% sure. I have a weird feeling that like we might get this one might be a shocker. Like, because I'm not even convinced Apothecary is going to get it. I feel like I don't know. I really don't know this year.
I don't honestly. Gachi Akira kind of took the world by storm, so it's entirely possible that might win. But I don't know with Dandadan, My Hero, and Apothecary, and then these other two dark motherfuckers on top of it. There's a lot going on here, depending on like who's watching it. Really depending on who's voting. You know.
Yeah, I feel like Dandadan's probably not going to get it just because that show definitely is a very you love it or hate it kind of show from what I've seen. I have this strange feeling Apothecary is going to get robbed again, but that's just me.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I'm gonna lock in on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, how does this work? Vote. Oh,
Oh, so you do have to do that.
Excuse me 1 second.
So you do have to log in. There you
No,
go.
you don't have to log in, but you have to. Oh wait. Oh, okay. I guess you do. Give me a moment here, guys. I'm gonna hide that for a minute. Oh, I guess technically you don't have to log in. You can just submit your email address. Interesting. Let me just give me some filler while I take care of this.
So yeah, so Takapi's original sin was interesting because it starts off like when it starts, it kind of gives the impression that it's gonna be like this like dumb cutesy like let's all be friends kind of show because there's this dumb little like octopus alien thing. It looks like a fucking Dragon Quest slime, but it's an octopus, and it's just like I come from this happy planet where everyone is awesome and loves each other and nobody's ever mean to anyone ever, and I have all these fun alien gadgets, and we're going to use them to come to different planets and try to make all these different people happy. And then the alien meets this little girl who's being like viciously bullied at school because her mom's a prostitute. And her mom's a prostitute, and the girl who's viciously bullying her dad is one of her mom's clients, and it's this whole thing. And then eventually, the bully girl. Well, I won't go into detail about what she does, but essentially brings the kid past the breaking point. And the octopus thing just has no fucking concept of like obviously they come from a planet where everyone is nice and nobody's mean. So it has no concept. Like the alien thinks that they're friends and that they're just having a fight. So the alien's like, hey, I have this magical ribbon, and if you tie it around your pinky, the other half will tie around her pinky, and then you guys will make up and be friends again. Isn't that great? And the kid's like, can I borrow that ribbon? And he's like, yeah, go ahead, go be friends. And I'm sure you can guess where this is going.
Assume not well.
Well, let me just say, there's a content warning at the beginning of the episode. Yeah, that's the direction it goes. And that's like within the first like 8 minutes of the first episode.
Pleasant.
Yeah. So needless to say, I was fucking floored when I watched that. I was like, holy shit. And
not a show to watch with the kids.
No, it is very deceptive in that way.
Okay. We can get back to where we were for that little interlude. So, Pocket Theory. Yes, I agree. Cool. Just let me vote, please. There we go.
All right. On to the next.
Film of the year. I only have seen one of these. So
I've seen 4 of the 6. I have not watched Scarlet or the Demon Slayer. I would have watched them, but neither are available to stream for less than ticket movie prices. And I'm not paying that.
And I've heard the Demon Slayer movie sucked ass anyways, so.
Oh, really? I heard it was fantastic.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of a different one. Oh, no, I'm thinking of
I know nothing of...
I'm thinking of that Jujutsu Kaisen movie.
Oh, yeah.
Never mind. Wrong movie.
Yeah, I know nothing about the Scarlet movie. Demon Slayer obviously is a continuation of the show. But I don't care enough about Demon Slayer to pay movie ticket prices and go by myself because I don't know anybody else who actually watches it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll watch it when it hits Crunchyroll, but it hasn't done that yet. No, after it goes out of theaters and all that other shit, they're like, we're not going to put it on Crunchyroll yet. We're going to put it back in theaters. Like, fuck you. Well, so I didn't watch that yet.
They're gonna make more money because anime is making lots of money right now, and the Hollywood's milking the shit out of it. So
Hollywood's mad about it. That's what's happening.
well, the Hollywood actors are mad. The business people are like, ah, yes, more money.
But I did watch Rosa Versailles last year, and I watched 100 Meters in Mononoke Chapter 2 this past week. Rosa Versailles was interesting. It's like a period piece. It's actually based on like a real thing.
Oh, okay.
It's what the fuck is her name? I don't know. It's some specific chick. If you heard the name, you'd probably know it too. I can't remember it right now. But Mononoke Chapter 2, I like that more than the first one. The first one just kind of threw me for a loop. The second one, I kind of knew what I was getting into. And it's so fucking stylistic. Like, it's really, really kind of bonkers with the art style it goes for with those movies. And 100 Meters is a sports coming of age thing about track stars. It was a good movie, but it wasn't like top tier in my opinion.
Gotcha.
I think at the end of the day, Chainsaw Man would be my vote regardless.
That's where I was going to go, just because A, for me, it's the only one I've seen. But also, that movie changed things for a lot of people, because I swear there was people that didn't even care about Chainsaw Man that went to see it. There was a lot of non-anime fans I know that went to see this movie, and I laugh because, my God, what a place to start.
Yeah, right? Okay. That being said, I think it's probably a pretty safe bet that Demon Slayer is going to win.
Yeah, most likely.
I'd be shocked and appalled if it didn't.
Yeah, it was a pretty movie from what I've heard, so that
being well, also just Demon Slayer just has a tendency to sweep whenever it's fucking nominated for anything.
Which is weird, because like all I ever hear from people is claiming how boring it is. But that's
Bill, that's because we talk to people who go into anime for like the story. Deep story and shit. And Demon Slayer is simple enough where it can reach a lot of people who just want to see pretty flashing lights and sword swipes. So
yeah, I like how it's a very pretty movie, and then Chainsaw Man is a very disgusting, ugly movie, but it's like beautiful in that way. Like
it is beautiful, but it is disgusting.
it is disgustingly beautiful. Like, because that's just like Chainsaw Man in general. It is like a weird
or beautifully disgusting.
No, because it's disgusting first for like in the first place. It's so disgusting it becomes beautiful. Chainsaw Man's a fucking trip. That's like the best way you can probably explain it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna be my vote. All right. Best continuing series. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, other than One Piece, I've watched all of these. So One Piece is like the only OG series from like when we were children that's still going, which is hilarious.
You see, this category kind of confuses me, because I don't know if it means like best new stuff from this series that's been going for a while, or just best series that is still going.
I think it means just best series that's still going, which then leads me to wonder why other things didn't get included. Well, actually, that's even more confusing, because this is literally the end.
Yeah, it ends it, so it's not continuing anymore.
I guess it's for this year. I guess.
But it still ended. It still ended.
Well, also, when you think about it, like, technically, this is not confirmed to be getting a season 3, like Soul Leveling.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I mean, I bet it will eventually, but we ain't getting it anytime soon, because A1 Pictures is very busy.
Yeah.
We know Spy Family is, because they left it kind of hanging there. Kaiju definitely is, because there's no way they're going to end it like that. This was confirmed, and then that's never ending. So,
see, it's tough for me, because depending on what best continuing series really means, my answer is going to be different. If it means best overall series that hasn't ended yet, it's Spy Family. But if it's saying best new stuff for this particular season, I'd probably go down to that.
See, I think it's more just like the series as a whole, because there's a answer later that I think fits your Dawn to Dawn description better.
Okay.
Um,
But then
I mean,
again, One Piece is in there too, so that could easily just fucking take it because One Piece fans are insane.
they are, but they're also like the fans for most of these are pretty crazy. Spy Family fans are kind of chill. Um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna say Spy Family just because fucking I love that show.
Well, based on that particular like set of rules for the category, yeah, I'd go Spy Family as well.
Because
That being
Dawn to
said, it's
Dawn,
probably gonna be My Hero or One Piece.
I don't know about One Piece to be honest.
Look, if One Piece is on the board, it's always a possibility.
It's a possibility, but like you got some crazy fans in a lot of these circles. See, because the way I'm also thinking about it is Dawn to Dawn was really good, but the ending did kind of like end, and I was just like, I want more. Kaiju number eight's ending pissed everyone off more than anything. Solo leveling was junk food, and then My Hero just ends, but that still pissed everyone off because this fan base is unpleasable.
Well,
So,
well, that's the thing is ending off leaving the person wanting more. That's exactly what they want. Like that's the goal.
I know, but it just pissed everyone off though. Like, and people were just like angry, and I'm just like, I don't know.
Like if they had left off My Hero with people wanting more, that would have been a fucking shitty thing because it's done. So,
well, there we do have that one episode like in a couple months.
it's a single episode doesn't count.
Hmm.
People who want more aren't going to be satisfied with a single episode.
I will say, out of all of these, like the one that I had the best experience watching all the way through was probably Spy Family. Just because it was fun the entire way through. Solo leveling, my god, those fucking cliffhangers, like that still drives me up a wall to this day.
Yeah.
The wait on waiting for these three to get done was like insanity. Like Spy Family was like an episode would end, and I'd just be like, okay, I'll wait next week, and then we just enjoy our next week's episode.
Yeah.
I'm also just a bit biased though because I really like Spy Family.
I do too. I definitely think that this past season hasn't had as much of like the Spy Family charm. You know what I mean? That we have in the first two seasons.
I think it's because there wasn't a super long arc. We had a bunch of mini arcs this time around.
Well, it's not even just that. It's just the fact that like the arcs that we got were like really, like, even though there was some goofy stuff going on like along the way, it was so serious. Like we had the fucking Lloyd backstory, the hijacking, the whole thing at the end with the fucking defector from Wise. Like it's all very serious.
Yeah, that's kind of
which is why its nomination in a different category kind of confused me.
Yeah, we'll get to that one later. Yeah, I don't know. This one's gonna be interesting. Like I'm personally gonna vote for Spy Family, but there is some discussion here that could happen.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not 100% sure what the masses are gonna go for this one. It's kind of up in the air.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll be curious to see. Best new series. You know what's hilarious about this category to me? You can tell there was not a ton of brand new stuff this year from Crunchyroll because they actually they caved and threw in 2 Netflix shows.
Well, Netflix shows have been in and out of a lot of these.
They are, but a lot of the times it's usually because they don't have enough entries for their own shows because Crunchyroll does tend to prioritize their own stuff. If you notice sometimes.
True. I mean, Rama 1/2 was the remake was thrown in for a few categories as well, and that's also a Netflix show. So
yeah, you do notice though there's no high dive whatsoever. I think I haven't.
Well, we didn't get any Yoshinoko this year, so or at that last year.
Yes. Yeah, we didn't. Damn, I didn't even realize how long that wait was.
Yeah.
So for this one, the only 2 I've seen are Sakamoto Days and Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity.
The
I don't
other one I
think
haven't
either of
seen
these
is
are going to win,
Clevitas.
personally.
Clevitas is the only one I haven't seen.
I've never even heard of that. So
I've seen it around a little bit, but I know nothing about it.
I have a very strong suspicion that this one is going to go to Gachi Yakuta.
I think it deserves it, if I'm being totally honest. It was a fucking wild new show that I was not expecting to be nearly as good as it was. Once
Yeah.
again, Bones just coming in and making fucking peak.
Yeah, because when I really do think about it, like I really enjoy Sakamoto Days, but that's because I've been following the manga since it started. And I will say the anime is like massively like basically helping keep my love for that manga alive because the manga itself is questionable sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, though, it's a very it's nothing amazing, but it's just a fun show. That's why it's kind of just whatever.
Yeah. Fragrant Flower was good, just not for this category.
Fragrant Flower is a very good show, but it also like ends before like any of the really interesting shit happens from the manga.
But it also keeps shit moving, which I appreciate.
It does because it's a fast-paced story, but like we literally got I think like 3 volumes on that. So
Yeah.
we'll see on that one. What's funny to me is like this was like one season. This is technically 2 halves because they threw together.
Hmm.
But see, I can't vote for this because I didn't see it personally. For me,
I mean, you can.
I can, but that goes against my morals. I'm gonna say Fragrant Flower just because I can't. It's the out of the 2, it's the one I said, but it's gonna be Gachi Yakuta. It just is. Like, let's be real. Best original anime.
So
I've only seen one of these.
This is where I'm kind of because I have started Lazarus, but I haven't finished it. And aside from that, the only thing I've seen is Zenshu. So
yeah, so I didn't even realize this was a new Digimon. That's interesting. Yeah. I don't know what to say for this category because I have no thoughts on anything other than Zenshu was pretty.
Yeah. And see, I would have had more to say because we were originally planning on doing this episode next week. And if that had happened, I would have spent more time this coming week watching a lot of the stuff I hadn't seen, but
yeah,
shit happens.
But shit. I'll just give a spoiler. The previous topic, well, the other topic we're gonna end up doing next week. I tried to watch it this week and I fell asleep. So once again, and I realized timing wise was gonna be bad. So I figured we should do this because this would be easier.
Fair enough.
We'll save that for next week. But yeah.
So I like the first bit that I saw of Lazarus. Like I'm definitely gonna finish it because it was really interesting. But
it's Mappa too. That's interesting.
Yeah, and it's an HBO anime as well.
Oh,
that's the only thing it's on.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean at this point, Zenshu because it's the only one we both seen all the way through.
It was a very pretty anime. That's the most we can say about it. It was a fun enough story, even though part of me feels like it was like that ending still I think about sometimes. I'm like, did she die and that was like her fever dream? Like
Zenshu.
I'll never know. It was fun though. So like it's funny, some of these categories.
I liked it.
All right, this one will be contentious, I bet. Probably not from us, but just from people in general. Best animation.
It's debatable, honestly, because all of them really brought it.
Yeah, like obviously I can't comment on this one, the Toga Original Sin, or One Piece.
Gachi Yakuta.
I've seen the animation though for those, so at least I know what they look like.
You know what they're working with, yeah.
And it's Bones and Toy, like I know those.
Yeah.
So this one's actually tough for me because Dandadan was a very good looking show.
Yeah, it kind of really stepped up the visual game this past season.
But also like Solo Leveling, the visuals were basically the reason you watch it.
This is true.
And A1 does incredible work.
But I also think I just like the general aesthetic of Dandadan and Gachi Yakuta more.
Yeah. I mean, and then My Hero was also really good. Don't want to
Yeah, My Hero. Let's be real. The My Hero is probably gonna win.
Maybe this category is interesting because you don't. It's gonna win.
It was
something.
the final fight of the series, and this series has been fucking blowing up for the past 10 years. It's gonna win.
Yeah.
Although that being said, I haven't seen any of the Egghead stuff, so I don't know how a lot of those, because I know there's some Gear 5 shit in there, and Gear 5 gets fucking wacky with the animation.
I've only seen clips of when I happen to see Alex watching it occasionally. It looks pretty, so there's that. I think personally, I'm gonna vote Dandadan for this one, but
that's fair.
These are close. It's mostly for that goddamn Megazord fight. Like that was the scene that was like, then building the house with the angry dude. Those scenes were like, holy shit.
Yeah, for sure.
It has a very interesting style. I think that's the main takeaway from Dandadan.
For sure.
But also Gachikuta does too, from the little I've seen of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll vote Dandadan for now. All right, best character design.
Gachikuta.
I haven't seen it.
I'm not even gonna fucking no hesitation. Gachikuta has the best character design out of all of these, in my opinion.
Okay. The other options for the audio listeners, we got Dandadan season 2, Gachikuta, My Dress Up Darling season 2. That's actually there's an argument there too, because there are some great designs in that show.
That's cheating. She's cosplaying.
Even outside of the cosplays, the characters are really fun and unique.
True.
Apothecary, that's an argument, and Original Sins here again, and then One Piece. One Piece, I feel like they just threw in on any category where they didn't have enough, and they were just like, throw it in.
One Piece. Somebody will vote for it.
That has fans, supposedly. She's going to appear out of the ground at some point and just strangle me. I swear.
No.
Yeah, this one's really tough for me because I can't vote Gachikuta because I haven't seen enough of it.
You don't need to see a lot of it. You just need to see what the characters look like.
I haven't seen enough though. I literally only seen clips, and it's not enough for me to really have a basis.
I guess
the most I've really seen is the Poop Slinger. So,
that would be great.
I know you're picking Gachikuta. I'm
100%.
I'm going to give it to Dress Up Darling just because I don't think it's going to get any other votes. So, sure, I'll do that one.
I mean, I would say, I don't know. Apothecary's good, got good designs, but it's all very much in the style of like ancient China. You know, it's all just, you've seen that style in just about any other ancient China story. So it's not unique. You know,
with Apothecary for me, it's like there's Mao Mao and like Jinshi, but like other than that, I don't really care about anyone else that much because everyone else is kind of generic. Like there's other really good characters, but like there's only a few that really stand out in that show.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is Apothecary isn't about style; it's about substance.
Yeah, storytelling. And speaking of substance, our next category is Best Director.
Which honestly, it has kind of the same setup as Best Anime. So I guess you could kind of just say whatever you pick for Best Anime would apply to this.
Yeah, this is a weird. I guess it's so they can give the people a nod, because like realistically, I'm not that deep of an anime fan that I know these people by like heart.
Or the inner workings of how directing works for animation.
Yeah, that's kind of my thing here. So I'm personally going to nod probably to Apothecary again because that's what I thought was the best this year. I guess.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
For the audio listeners, the nominations are the directors for Apothecary Diaries.
It's all the same as Anime of the Year choices.
Oh, it is. Okay, okay, so that basically. Yeah, I'm gonna go Apothecary Diaries though.
That's why I have my notes. Because in my notes I have them separated in each category. I say opinion and most likely, and for that one I just wrote same as best anime on both.
Okay. So for the next one, this one actually is kind of interesting. We have best background art. Um, and we got some new stuff on this one. We have the nominations are City the Animation, Don Season 2, Gachi Yakuta, Kowloon Generic Romance, The Apothecary Diaries Season 2, and The Summer Haku Died.
Uh, for me personally, I'm leaning Apothecary, but it's between that and Dandadan. I haven't seen the Generic Romance or City the Animation, so I can't speak on either of those.
I know Alex watched Kowloon Generic Romance, and then the only other person I know that was watching it was Slade, but I saw on Annie List recently he dropped it, so that's probably not a good sign.
Probably not.
So I have no idea on that one. I'll have to ask Alex
lately he's kind of dropped his own show too. So
he's married now and living life, I guess. Anyways, see, I'm like, it's for this one for me. It's between Don and the Pocket Theory, and I'm like really kind of thinking about it because they were both really pretty.
But it's also been a while since I watched either of them because I finished them like a year ago. So
there was more variety in Don, which is kind of why I want to nod that way. Because the thing with
the background art in Apothecary is so pretty.
It is, but it's also pretty here. But there was like more of it. The problem with Apothecary for me was because it's mostly about the story. A lot of the backgrounds was mostly within the palace or that other village or like the Snow Kingdom area. It was very much like all the same stuff. It looked great.
That's true.
Don, we were all over the place because that show is insane.
That is true, I suppose.
So I think that's
why. Because we had like the underground caves and there's the volcano and then the aliens stuff and the kaiju attack. Yeah, all right. Yeah, Don.
It just, to me, the variety is more what did it than anything. Because this Apothecary is beautiful, but it's literally like old timey China. So there's only so much they can do.
So pretty much the same argument I had for character design.
Yeah, probably for the most part. Yeah, so we'll do Don season 2 for this one for me, and I guess Matt. Mm-hmm. All right, here's where things get controversy, except for the fact that I've only seen 3 of these. Best romance. Well, I guess I know Ranma, but also like where Ranma's at right now, they aren't even close to that shit yet.
Yeah,
because Ranma's long, and it's a Rumiko Takahashi story, so you know it's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
But sure, I see why they included it. Also, my thing here too. So the nominations are Blue Box, Don, Honey Lemon Soda, My Dress Up Darling, Ranma, and The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. I actually was talking to Alex about this because like this one actually. So obviously I can't really discuss Blue Box or Honey Lemon Soda. I didn't see them.
Same.
Don, I made the comment of there isn't been any real romance yet. It's more just awkward teenage bullshit.
I will say the relationship between Momo and Okarun is adorable as fuck.
It is adorable, but from what I've heard, we're gonna be waiting a while because holy shit.
Well, that's the thing is most of these other shows are romance shows. Don is not a romance show. It just has a romance.
Yes. And even then it's like kind of just a thing that's happening and it's more for slapstick than actual romance when you think about it.
Although the fucking Momo working in the maid cafe and then her friends dragging Okarun, that was
see, I like that, and then I enjoyed the scene of them in the car where they're like the most awkward, like trying to hold each other's hands, but they can't do it because they're children.
At least they did it.
True.
More than a lot of these other shows can say.
I'm not gonna say Ranma because straight up, like most of that romance, they're not even close to getting there yet.
To be honest, I couldn't care less about that in that show.
That's fair, because frankly, it also you're not even there yet. The second half is where it gets weird. So what's also funny to me is Sorry.
Nothing.
My Dress Up Darling. Yes, there's a romance here, but they technically don't get together yet.
It's
but
a
it is
funny
there.
romance.
I mean, it's gonna happen. And then Fragrant Flower, it ends with them getting together. Kind of.
Or agreeing to go on a date, at least.
I mean, you know that's where it's going, but...
Yeah.
Not as fast as Horimiya, but...
Still faster than, like, 99% of other romance animes.
Yeah. So, for this one, for me personally, it's between Dress Up Darling and Fragrant Flower.
That's kind of where, for me personally, I'm leaning Fragrant Flower, but I think Dress Up Darling is going to win ultimately because it's just so fucking popular.
And it's a Crunchyroll show. Ironically, both by Cloverworks, though, which is pretty interesting. Yeah, that's the thing, because, like, I love both of these. Like, the romance in both of these is amazing. And they're both awkward and fun, like, realistic, for the most part. They're also, like, see, these two are funny because they're massive dorks. And these two are funny just because it's such an odd, like, different take on it.
Yeah. Honestly, the Fragrant Flower thing is like the more realistic out of any of these.
Yeah, it's also like the primary focus. Like, because ironically, the romance really isn't the focus of this show. It's just very prominent in Dress Up Darling. So, yeah, I guess we'll do Fragrant Flower. I don't think it's going to win it, but it was a great show with a okay.
I think out of the choices from what I've seen, I think it's the most deserving.
Okay. Yeah, honestly. All right, best comedy. Spy Family is funny, but this was not the funniest season. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, this is what I was mentioning earlier, is that Spy Family being on this category. I mean, even the author has said this is not supposed to be like a happy-go-lucky story. Like, this is darker than it seems on the surface.
To be fair to Endo, though, Endo doesn't. I don't think Endo even knows where it's going at this point. He's just writing it and just having fun.
Fair. Yeah, it was not a funny, focused season of Spy Family. So whereas normally I would lean Spy Family, this is definitely not that one.
Yeah, because honestly, like the funniest like parts of like Spy Family season 3 to me were like that ending scene with like you're spying on Lloyd and then being like, why the fuck am I doing this? I'm going home. Like that was funny to me.
There's too much tragedy in this season.
Yeah, because there was only like the occasional levity moments. Like it was very much they were getting a lot of shit done, and then ironically, next season 4 is also going to be equally tragic because we're starting off pretty much with the old guy. I can't remember his name.
Mr. Henderson.
Mr. Henderson's backstory is pretty much coming up next. I think there's like maybe like a filler arc for it, but
that's almost even more tragic than Lloyd's.
Oh, no, it is. But what's crazy to me is like they got through Lloyd's backstory in like 2 episodes, which to me I was like shocked because that felt so much longer in the manga.
It was like an episode and a half. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. You know what's crazy though? I still say this about Spy Family. I think it's actually better on anime than it is manga.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those rare cases where the putting it to animation has just like worked so well.
Well, it's adding the music and the performances. Like the art in the manga is fantastic.
Oh no, Endo's art is gorgeous. Like I love his artwork. It's one of those things where like animation really shows that.
Some shows just are at their best when they're being animated and performed by actors.
Yeah. We actually didn't say the nominations though for best comedy. It's City the Animation, Dawn to Dawn season 2, My Dress Up Darling season 2, Ranma 1/2 season 2, Spy Family season 3, and Witch Watch. I've only seen the 3 I've said in the past, but I know enough about Ranma to know it's a Rumiko Takahashi show, so it's very slapsticky.
For me, it's Dawn to Dawn.
It's done. Dress Up Darling was really funny though.
No, but when they started throwing in the fucking GG like multiple personality thing, and they all started living in the same house, like that was some prime comedy shit. Then when they threw in Dragon Force, I was like, all right,
Okay,
like that's
and the Dragon Force thing was pretty epic. Because when I think Dress Up Darling, I just think of like it's hard because this one was really funny. Like I really think of the
it's funny in a
scene,
cute way.
the scene where she's like where he's buying all the energy drinks and she's completely takes it the wrong way. Like that's really funny. Like the Marin
Because
crash outs,
the energy drinks are right next to all like the fucking like
condoms and shit.
like condoms and sex supplements and shit. Like
Yeah. Um, yeah, that was fun. The Marin crash outs were great. I loved the girl like Akira at the end who was like secretly a giant Marin fan but was acting standoffish the whole time. Like that shit was really funny.
Yeah.
I'll give it to Don mostly because Don was off the fucking rails.
And that was really why it shined a lot of the time. Like it's
like the fucking
I love season 2.
The angry guy building the house. Like they're like,
yeah.
Oh, is he like mad at us? Nah, that's just how he is. And then he throws the thing. He's like, no, I think he's mad at us.
And then when they just fucking threw in like the Bryce Papenbrook character at like fucking the second to last episode.
Yeah, that guy.
I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, no, season 2 of Don to Don was fucking great. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I'll give it to Don to Don. I feel bad because I have not seen so many of these, so I can't even comment.
I know.
All right, best action. So here we have Don to Don, Gachi Akuda, Kaiju number 8, My Hero Academia final season, One Piece, and Solo Leveling season 2.
So in my notes here for this one, for my opinion, I literally typed honestly at a loss because I can't even begin to fucking boil down my opinions for this.
Because literally, this was My Hero was all fucking action and it was great. Solo Leveling, that's literally why you watch it. Kaiju number 8, pretty much the same. I've heard,
especially that season.
I've heard about Gachi Akuda. Don to Don ironically has great action, but it's actually probably the least action heavy out of all of these. Just because it has other genres it's also covering.
It could just be like a recency bias or me just like liking the new kid on the block, but I might lean Gachi Akuda, especially because the way that they handled the action is very unique.
I haven't seen it, so I can't comment. See, for me, I think I'm gonna lean My Hero just because the conclusion of that really lived up to it. Even though
I think My Hero is gonna win regardless, honestly.
Solo Leveling was really good too. Those fights, like literally the reason you watch it.
And dude, yeah, Don to Don may not be as action heavy as a lot of these, but the fights we did get were fucking incredible.
They were
fucking Okarun versus the Evil Eye, and the whole kaiju thing at the end with the fucking giant mech. Like there was a lot of good shit there.
Yeah, I think personally I'm gonna lean My Hero, but this honestly, this is probably I do love One Piece is just thrown in here again because fuck it, why not?
Yeah. But honestly, like any one of these, you could say is deserving to some greater or lesser degree.
Yeah, there's a good argument for all of them. I'm gonna go My Hero though, just because that was really lived up to them.
I mean, that was the crescendo of the series, so it makes sense that it would be just off the wall, like top tier, and it's Bones. So yeah.
It also
Bones just does that.
That season made me like Bakugo, even if it was only for like those few episodes. But well, even he was a better character by the end, but
yeah,
it took a lot, I will say.
All
right, okay. This one, I'm just gonna flat out say, I don't even know what to say. Best Isekai. I don't even know what to say for this one because first off, this is like a special. Like this was a special,
like one episode
that we haven't isn't even dubbed. It's not even dubbed yet for Konosuba. This category.
Yeah, I was confused about that because I was like, did we get Konosuba this year? And then,
when I first saw it,
saying like, that makes sense.
When I first saw it, I was like, the Konosuba was not this year. Then I saw it, I'm like, oh, the thing that's not even fucking dubbed yet. This right here, the From Bureaucrat to Villainous, Dad's Been Reincarnated. This is a high dive anime, so there is one. Okay.
I have heard of that, but I haven't seen it.
Alex fucking loves it.
That might be where I heard it from.
The other ones are Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill Season 2, Disney's Twisted Wonderland, the animation, Season 1, episode of Hearts, so whatever. The Bureaucrat one we just mentioned, Konosuba, why is that even here? ReZero, Starting Life in Another World, and Zenshu. They didn't have another isekai they could have thrown? Like, really?
I don't know. You know what? Fucking. Well, hold on. Before we continue this, I saw a thing on Facebook. It was one of those like weird, like, oh, vote for your favorite this and that for animes or whatever. And it was an isekai related thing. And Inuyasha was on there. And once I actually thought about it, I was like, I guess it technically is an isekai.
That one is so borderline though, because I like
it's more time travel than isekai. Like, it's not another world; it's another time. But
yeah, because it's technically still the same.
Practically another world.
It's to me, I consider I don't consider it personally, but I get the argument. I can see the argument. I just don't know if I agree with it.
So I know since it's the only one you actually watched, then she was going to be your vote. I fucking love Campfire Cooking.
I did see this Konosuba thing, so I could theoretically vote for it. I'm not going to because it wasn't that good, but
honestly, like, I think Campfire Cooking is like the only ongoing isekai that's worth watching right now.
Slime, but I like Slime.
Oh well, yeah, Slime, and whenever we actually get more Sword Art Online, that too. But
well, Konosuba season 4 is coming, so like when that eventually shows up, that'll matter. They literally just threw this on here because I guess the vending machine show was that bad. Like they didn't even give it a nod.
Which is funny because the new season for that is coming out like this month.
That shows how little faith they have in it that they're just rushing it out now to get it over with.
Literally, when did the last season end? Like fucking 4 months ago? Like, it wasn't that long ago.
I don't remember. I like forced myself to finish that garbage.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Honestly, like, Zenshu doesn't even deserve it. The only reason I'd vote is probably because it's the only one I've seen. Because from what I've heard, Campfire Cooking, Alex loves that, and you're singing the praises too. I need to watch it at some point.
Yeah, it's definitely worth the watch. I did watch Disney's Twisted Wonderland, and I liked that. I liked the concept of it, but it had poor delivery and too low an episode count. There's only like 8 episodes, and like feels like nothing happened throughout those 8 episodes.
Yeah. From Bureaucrat to Villainous, I've heard Alex like sings the praises of that, so I might actually have to sit down and watch that. I've heard it's ridiculous, but it's like one of those isekais that's like so ridiculous it's actually comes around to being really fun. So, and I don't care about ReZero, so I have nothing to say there. Yeah, I guess this is like Slime was like just in that weird spot where there was nothing they could pull from because season 4
There's nothing new.
Yeah, season 4 is just started, and there's a movie on the way, fairly shortly. Yeah, it's probably gonna go to Campfire Cooking. Honestly, I'd say.
I hope so. It deserves it.
I just don't. So like, these two are just here for. Well, I can't talk about ReZero because I have no opinion. This is here for filler. Zenshu, I guess. And then they actually fucking reached out and grabbed non-Crunchyroll stuff, which makes me laugh because there's so many fucking isekais on Crunchyroll they could have used realistically. But
I know. I can't believe they pulled a Disney anime. That's crazy.
Yeah, they pulled a Disney Hulu, and then they pulled they actually pulled the High Dive, which is hilarious. And this one arguably has a chance at winning too, because I've heard this thing's amazing.
I wouldn't even go as far as saying Disney Hulu. It's Disney's in the title. It's a Disney show.
yeah, I know. Well, Disney and Hulu are just the same thing now because they just refuse to let Hulu die, I guess.
But no, for me, it's unquestionably Campfire Cooking, and I hope it wins. Although I'm sure there's an argument for Zenshu.
I don't even know, honestly. Zenshu was so flash in the pan. I don't even think people are going to care.
Fair.
Because, like, have you heard anyone besides us talk about it since it ended?
Jared?
He watched it later, though. he watched it the first time. Actually, kind of annoys me. I guess I don't know when it came out, but the show about the the lady checking out on time one. That I would have
Oh,
put
the
that.
Guild Receptionist show. I
That
need to
might have
watch
been
that.
that might have been last year, so that might not have counted.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say Zenshu just because it's the only one I've seen here, but it's probably gonna be campfire cooking. Honestly,
Let's hope it deserves it. Honestly, I can't believe that wasn't recommended for like best comedy.
yeah. Well, I guess they had the comedy one was actually kind of stacked, so I guess they well,
I
other than the
suppose
fact that they
I would
put
have
Spy Family in there.
well that, and I also would have put campfire cooking over Ranma personally, but
Yep.
which isn't to
Yeah.
say I dislike. I don't dislike Ranma. I want to be clear, but I think campfire cooking is a funnier show.
Fair. All right, now best drama. I've only seen one of these.
I've only seen the bottom three there.
Okay, so we have for best drama recommendations, we have Anne Shirley, Blue Box, Orb on the Movements of the Earth, Takopi's Original Sin, The Apothecary Diaries Season 2, and The Summer Hikaru Died. I mean, for me, it's obviously going to be Apothecary, but do you have arguments for these other two?
No, but I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Hikaru or Takapi ended up winning, just because I know that there's definitely a lot of people who like the darker stuff. And honestly, the Hikaru one is, I mean, honestly, Hikaru and Takapi are both super fucking deep.
That's
So
fair.
I could see it going. I could see it going either way with those three. I don't know anything about the other three, so
Yeah.
I can't speak on how good their quality is.
Hmm. Yeah, for me, it's Apothecary easily. It's also the only one I've seen here, but see, Apothecary is one of those crazy shows that fits so many fucking categories.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, how about that though? Best slice of life. Okay, I've seen the bottom three. So
Is this just the exact same lineup as the comedy one?
Fragrant Flower wasn't there,
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
and Anne Shirley, and I don't think Blue Box was either. Um, these three definitely were though. So best slice of life we have Anne Shirley, Blue Box, City the Animation, My Dress Up Darling season 2, Spy Family season 3. That slice of life is questionable there because I mean
it's a stretch for this season.
Yeah. And then Fragrant Flower blooms with dignity. I can't say anything for those top three, but for me it's between Fragrant Flower and Dress Up Darling again.
I personally like Fragrant Flower more, but Dress Up Darling was, I don't know. It's hard for me to even say that Dress Up Darling was so popular, so maybe it'll win because Fragrant Flower had a huge fan base before the anime even started.
It did, but it's also a Netflix anime, so I have a feeling it's going to not be as prioritized. Because
they're both Cloverworks shows too.
They are. So is Spy Family, partially.
Yeah.
See, I'm joking because I bet it. I don't. It's probably not rigged, but I wouldn't be surprised if Crunchyroll plays with the votes a little. Because this is Crunchyroll we're talking about.
Yeah, I suppose.
I'm just my inner pessimist is like, that's not a Crunchyroll show. It's not going to win.
It's almost like all awards things for like media and such is bullshit because they're all fucking rigged. They're rigged for whoever wants it to win.
It's almost like me voting right now means nothing in the grand scheme of things.
It's almost like the world.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that. Yeah, I Fragrant Flower was a true slice of life, so that's probably where I'm gonna go because this was more of a comedy than anything.
Comedies. It's a rom-com.
It's a rom-com. It is slice of life technically, but this was like pure slice of
life.
I'd
say Fragrant Flower was like somewhere between slice of life and drama because there was that like the issues between the two schools and how that translates throughout.
Which apparently gets even crazier after they get together, from what I've seen in the minor mangas stuff I've read.
I can imagine. I also love how in the image they have there, it's still doing the fucking hair thing with her.
Yeah.
Like, you know how when you're watching the show and like every now and then, like some like dramatic moment will happen and her hair will just kind of like vibrate and lift for a second and just hover there. Like it always does that.
She's got style. Um, and my God, she is short. I've never really realized how short her character is compared
Well,
to him.
there's a reason he thought she was a middle schooler.
I know. But then she's actually like older than most of the cast, apparently. So
Yeah.
that's fun. Yeah, I'm gonna go Fragrant Flower though. It was a very fun, relaxing show. All right, best main character. Um, I mean, I know who I'm gonna vote, but we have some argument like options here. So we have Azuku Midoriya, Mao Mao, Momo from Don to Don, Okaroon from Don to Don, Rudo from Gachi Akuda, and then Sung Jinwoo from Solo Leveling. He's here, I guess, because why not? But
I
he's
feel like
his character is he's strong. That's literally it.
it's kind of bullshit that Jinwoo is here, and then we also have two Dandadan characters. Like,
yeah, there's so many other characters they could have chose here. I mean, I'm gonna say Mao Mao regardless because she is just straight up.
yeah, Mama is the best character of all time.
Oh,
That's just how it is.
Perfect
Nice image.
photo.
I like it.
Well, now I have to click the others to see what pictures they came with. Yeah, some of these are boring. Mao Mao's is great. They had so many better options they could have picked for them. Yeah, Mao Mao wins easily.
Yeah, 100%. Even if you just go on base by image, yep, Mama wins.
Yeah. Izuku, I will say, great character. He's
journey, probably gonna win, honestly.
Yeah, because I just feel like Pakler's gonna get the fucking shaft on everything. I'm convinced at this point, but
it's that, and also the fact that we just had this is the final season of My Hero. So honestly, I think that every category is nominated for it's gonna sweep.
Probably, and I will say Midoriya's
just the way it goes.
Progression throughout the series, he becomes a truly great character by the end. Like his arc is phenomenal.
Yeah, and it kind of comes all full circle by the end too, which is even better. But Mao Mao as a character is just fucking amazing. She's the best. She had me. I was sold on Mao Mao by episode 3.
Yeah, no, she's great. She is best girl. Like just yes. In general.
100%.
All right. Best supporting character.
I have arguments about these choices.
Yeah, like first off, Bakugo, no.
That's just he's not a side character. He's not even a supporting character. He's a main character.
Yeah, he's one of the main 3. Actually, to be fair, what is a supporting character in My Hero? Because they're like all main characters, realistically. Kind of.
I mean, I definitely don't think Pop is a main character. You know, like I definitely think there are supporting characters in My Hero, but Bakugo ain't one of them.
No, he's definitely a main. Arguably, he had more right to be there than some of the other people in main. Because the 4 mains of My Hero are technically it's Midoriya, Bakugo, Shota, and All Might. Like there's so I'm not gonna count Bakugo. I'm curious what picture they used for him. Yeah, that's pretty right. We got Enji from Gachi Akuda.
Yeah. He's more of a mentor character, so I don't even know if I call him a supporting character.
I think they're being very liberal with their terms for supporting here. We got Jin from Don to Don. He is a very good
GG,
yeah. He's a very good good choice. Also, we got 2 Apothecary and 2 Don to Dons again. They could have picked more. Like, come on here.
Easily.
Not saying these people don't deserve it, but I'm just throwing that out there. Jinshi.
Well, it's also the fact that Jinshi's not a supporting character; he's a main character.
Yeah,
him and Mamo are the 2 main characters of that show.
Yeah, honestly, like this category is questionable.
Lowland, you can make an argument for it, but she's kind of like the point of season 2.
Yeah, she is a supporting character, but she's also like kind of a walking spoiler. If you don't know, Anything?
Turbo Granny, I think, is one of the few in here that I would actually qualify as a supporting character.
I think actually Turbo Granny's the one I want to vote for, to be honest, because
Really?
I love Turbo Granny.
Honestly, I go with Gigi, to be honest, because I
Gigi's a
just
good
found him.
choice
He was
too.
just delightful through, especially in season 2. He was fucking delightful with the whole split personality thing he had going on.
Yeah. I like Turbo Granny because she's just like this. She started out as a villain and then she became comic relief like for the rest of the series.
It's like the cat in fucking Ghost Stories.
Yeah. Well, that was
ironically also a ghost who became a cat.
Yeah. That was unintentional funny though. Like because of the dub more than anything. Yeah, either one of them could really go. It's ironic Don was the only one that really picked supporting characters, but
plus I love that when he's going like full evil eye mode, he's just in his tiny whities.
Yeah.
It's like you get this big imposing threatening motherfucker, like, but he's just in his tiny whities, so it just looks ridiculous.
Yeah. I like when they finally get like team up to at the end and they're like, yeah, we're working together, but I'm still kind of crazy.
He's like, I'm still fucking out of my mind. He's like, everyone's just like, yes, we're gonna do this. Like, red team go, blue team go. And then he shows up. He's just like, I want to murder.
Yeah. I think I'll vote for Turbo Granny personally, but Gigi's
for me, it's Gigi.
Yeah. I'm not even sure who's gonna win this. Probably Bakugo, even though he's not a supporting character.
He's not a supporting character. He's a main character. I will die on that hill.
He's got so many fangirls. He'll probably win this one.
People just vote for him just because he's there.
Pretty much. Or they haven't seen any of the others. The must protect at all costs character. I mean, so I'm going to say this right off the bat. Mao can take care of herself. She's fine.
Yeah, Mao doesn't need to be protected. She should not be on this list. She is a bad bitch. Why? She does not need no man.
So the people here are, it's Anya Forger. I get that one. Why is Izuku here? He can take care of himself. Like, my God.
I mean, not so much by the end, but yeah.
Well, he has a robot suit. He's fine.
Eventually, he does. It took years for him to get that suit.
Yeah,
but he was a grown-ass man by the time he got it.
I think he was fine. No one was after him.
They still let him finish hero school despite not having a quirk, though. That's interesting. Well,
it's vague how
and be a teacher.
It is kind of vague how long the embers lasted.
That's true. I guess he would have embers for a while.
Yeah, it was kind of vague. They didn't really say how long those lasted, so he might have technically finished. But Kawariko Wagari, that's my personal choice because she's adorable. But
I think. Oh yeah, go on.
Well, also I think there's photos. Yeah, Anya. Yeah, why? Yes. Great photo. I don't know who this is or what show this even is. Oh, Dr. Stone.
That's Dr. Stone.
Okay. I've never seen it, so I can't question thing, but Sukiya from that. Actually, I think Alex voted for her, or them, so I'm not sure.
I'm just throwing this out there. I'm also putting a vote towards Suika because her role, especially, I mean, throughout the whole series, really, like, she definitely deserves a nomination. But in this past season specifically, Suika, 100%. 100%.
Okay. I haven't seen it, so I can't say. And then the jelly thing from
oh yeah, that's the stupid octopus thing I was talking about
from Original Sin. Sure. This one annoys me because these two don't need to fucking be here. But see, these are the reasons why the Crunchyroll Awards always annoy me. Is like some of their choices don't make fucking sense.
Yeah.
See, Anya also.
The sad thing is it'll probably be one of the ones that shouldn't even be there that'll win.
Yeah, I don't even get the majority. Whatever. Anya might win it. You never know.
She's won it every other time she's been nominated.
Which is hilarious, though, because she doesn't need it. She doesn't need to be here either. She's got Yor. She's fine. Yor will protect her.
And she was kind of barely in this season.
Yeah, she was on a bus.
Yeah, that was like the only role she really had. And she had the whole Tanitra's thing, and that was about it. Yeah. Otherwise, she was focused on everybody else.
Then, literally, if she ever even comes close to being in harm, Yor just appears. So she's fine. Yeah. I'm going to say Wagari just because I have not seen Dr. Stone.
Fair. Honestly, I think Wagari. I mean,
We don't know. I haven't seen enough what happens after.
with Wagari, I can see her winning, but I also don't know who's like again, the fact that Midoriya is on this list, people
Yeah.
might just vote for him just because he's there, not because he deserves it.
I'm sure it's gonna go to Anya regardless, but
Probably.
see, I also partially just want to vote for any non-Crunchyroll ones just to stick it to Crunchyroll, but that's besides the point.
Stuck at Sony.
Just yeah. Um, yeah, so I'll vote her for now. Honestly, like she's like a danger to herself sometimes. Like I saw her on like the monkey bars. Like she fell on her head. Like uh all right, best anime song.
Yeah, we're getting music for the next like 4 categories, and this is where it starts getting real tough.
Yes. And Chainsaw Man got 2 here. I wish we could play the music, but I ain't, I ain't taking that risk. So I believe In Bloom is the opening.
It was the first opening of season 2.
Yeah. It was fine. I preferred the second one more. We also have Iris Out from Chainsaw Man and Jane Doe. Both good songs.
It was the opening song and the credit song.
Yes. On the Way from Dawn to Dawn, which was a phenomenal opening.
Yeah.
Mostly because I fucking can't stand the first season opening, but that's a me thing. And the second one really did it for me.
I also just love that song, honestly, On the Way, because the way that the lady who sings it performs it, like she sings in a way that a lot of Japanese singers don't. And it was really refreshing to hear.
No, it really was. It's a very fun song. I really like that one. And we have Reawake Our from Solo Leveling, Felix of the Stray Kids. Very good
featuring
opening.
Felix, it's a Lisa song, which automatically makes it top tier.
Yeah, it is a really good opening. I'm honestly probably between these two, and then there was also Watch Me from Witch Watch.
But Iris Out was also so good.
It was, but we only heard it once, so I feel like that's why
that's only if you don't doom scroll. If you doom scroll, you've heard it many times.
Well, I don't doom scroll. I'm very much, despite what people think, I don't actually spend a lot of time on the internet. So
that being said, I did listen. So for all the music ones, because it's easy, I actually went and listened to all the songs and watched all the openings and stuff and the endings and whatnot for all the nominees. And Watch Me is fine, but it's not great.
Yeah, it's a series I have no attachment to, so I just kind of like I'm whatever on it.
Well, not even that. I was just going by the music alone, and it was kind of your average anime opening song.
Yeah, Reawake Our, there's a really good argument here. My only thing is, I think I like season 1's opening more.
I disagree personally. I like season 1's opening a lot, but season 2, like I don't know, I have a soft spot for any Lisa song.
That's fair. I mean, I like them both.
Felix and Stray Kids. Felix and Stray Kids too fucking brought a whole nother like aspect to it. Especially, have you? Just out of curiosity, have you ever watched like the actual official music videos for any of these anime songs, like in general?
I've seen the Burning official music video.
Because I've seen the official music video for at least a few of these, and when I saw the Reawaker one, I was not expecting Felix to look the way he does. He looks like a real life modern day Jinshi with short hair.
Yeah.
And then he's got that deep ass fucking like I'm gonna rap in Korean and English. Like fuck you. Like,
yeah. Yeah, for me it's really between these two. I really love the opening. The thing is with this, I'm basing these mostly off the actual openings, like not the bonus stuff. Rewaker's fine, but I really liked On the Way.
See, for here, I'm going by the full song, and not the animations that go with it because that's a separate category.
Yeah, I mean, even the full song for On the Way, I also really like though.
Yeah, honestly, On the Way, I still have been listening to that pretty much constantly. So Yeah,
that's on my big anime playlist, and I do tend to pick it as my starting point a lot of the times. So
I
yeah,
was listening to Reawaker for a good while, but I haven't listened to it as much lately. But on the way, I just fucking love that song.
I mean, I listened to Reawaker a lot just for the fact that I watched that. I think I watched season 2 like 7 times. But
Although it was funny too, because earlier today I was listening to all these songs because I wanted to like kind of gauge what my opinions were. And Frankie kept wanting me to go back to Iris Out.
That's fun. Oh.
It's because of you might not have seen it. Have you seen the dance that goes with it? The dance people doing with Iris Out?
Probably.
There was like an animation of Rize doing a dance to it, and then like a bunch of people have been copying it on the internet, and she's seen that and tries to like imitate the dance. She loves that song because of that.
That's fun. It's really funny though, because that's not a movie for her to see anytime soon.
Well, she's not watching the movie, but she likes
no, I know. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, this is a very music is so subjective too. So this is probably
it is. So this could go any direction, but I think ultimately Iris Out is going to win, but I think On the Way deserves it more.
Yeah, the Chainsaw Man effect is probably going to be strong because a lot of people don't even vote based on the song; they're going to vote off the anime itself.
That being said, the top 3 out of these nominations is easily, Iris Out, On the Way, and Reawaker. Like those are the best 3 out of these 6.
Yeah, I'm bummed they didn't use the other Pocket Theory intro, but that's not here nor there. Another one I'm kind of bummed isn't here. Like they could have maybe gotten rid of one of the fucking Chainsaw Man ones. The Kaiju number 8 opening, the one by what's her name? I can't remember right now. I love that.
I can't remember. It's on the tip of my tongue.
It's gonna drive me nuts real quick. 1 second. Kaiju number 8. Season 2 opening song. You Can't Run From Yourself by Aurora.
Yep. Okay.
I fucking love that opening. There's another Kaiju number 8 song later that's also going to come up, but so I'm just kind of annoyed that I hate when they do 2. Like, come on, you could use some variety here, guys.
And honestly, like Jane Doe was fine, but it wasn't on the level of any of the. I put it on the level of the witch one. Yeah. Like it was your basic anime song.
And most people didn't even hear because they had already left the theater by then.
Exactly.
Because the credits started.
Exactly.
All right. So I'm gonna say On the Way. Best score. See, this one is a bit more.
It's not fair putting movies on here.
Yeah, because this had so much fucking
movies get way bigger budget.
This is probably gonna win, but
probably
I'm just gonna. So the nominees are Chainsaw Man, the movie Rize Arc, Don Don Season 2, Demon Slayer, that movie, Gachiakuda, Solo Leveling Season 2, Arise from the Shadow, and then the Apothecary Diaries Season 2.
For me personally,
okay.
It's Gachiakuda. Gachiakuda has an amazing score.
Haven't seen it, so I can't comment, unfortunately.
It does a lot of interesting things that anime doesn't usually do. And I always give extra points whenever an anime tries to go outside the box with stuff. Because so much anime is just like cookie cutter,
Yeah. I think from this one, I'm going to go with Chainsaw Man just because of recency bias. Mostly because I have not heard a lot of these in a while.
I don't remember. I mean, Apothecary Diaries is definitely going to be up there for me because I just like the sound of like old Chinese music. I've always, above old Japanese music too, like specifically, like I've always loved the sound of old Chinese music.
Yeah. Honestly, like Solo Leveling, like the music is fine, but I don't really remember any of it like specifically, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed.
Like Don to Don score wise, if we were just counting the fucking song, like the fucking Dragon Force song, maybe I'd argue.
Yeah. Well, that's part of the thing is like if you haven't watched it in a while, like you're not going to remember a lot of the background music, and that's what
Yeah.
it's talking about with the score. So
Yeah. For me, recency bias, I'm gonna go Chainsaw Man, but I'm sure all of these are really good. It's probably gonna be Demon Slayer just
because
because.
of course it is. Yeah.
Okay. Best opening sequence. So now once again we have um, Hugs by for Gachikuta, Mirage for Call of the Night, On the Way once again for Don to Don, Reawaker for Solo Leveling, The Revo for My Hero Academia, and then Watch Me Again for Witch Watch.
Um,
I don't know.
Honestly, I got to go On the Way again.
Yeah, that one because like final season of My Hero, I prefer the ending over the
Honestly, I think the ending and the opening should be reversed. I think the ending should have been the opening, and the opening should have been the ending for My Hero.
I'm also really annoyed that the Aurora song is once again not here, but it's fine.
And honestly, I preferred the other Gachikuta opening over this one.
Yeah, Reawaker's fine. Like it's a really good opening.
Honestly, I like the live action, like the actual music video for that song better than the anime opening.
Yeah, I'm gonna say On the Way. That was just a fun opening in general.
Yeah, and the animations that went with it just matched it so perfectly.
Yeah, like I still think of that opening, the start of it, where like you just see Momo walking, and it's like this just works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And on the flip side, best ending sequence. I know exactly what I'm going to pick for this one, but going through, we have Actor from Spy Family Season 3, Beautiful Colors from Kaiju Number 8, Doka Sho, I tried, from Don to Don.
Doke Shitaru.
Yep. We have I from My Hero, Kawaii Kawaii from Dress Up Darling, and then on Apex. I'm just gonna say first off, get this shit out of here. Nobody liked this ending because it fucking.
Nobody wants to see Jinu's feet. All right, get that out of here.
We got fucking cockblocked so many fucking times by this. Get rid of it. Like I don't want to see it ever again.
Did not need to be here. Did not need to be here.
Yeah. So I will say some of these I have odd feelings about. Like the ending for Spy Family was fun, but I preferred the opening, and the previous seasons were just better.
Overall. Honestly, I was very underwhelmed by both songs for Spy Family this season.
The opening really grew on me a lot, because I love the acoustic guitar stuff like that. The ending, though, I could barely remember it. So that one's kind of here. Kawaii Kawaii, I have to talk about because the actual ending sequence I love, but the song I could care less. I'm not really a fan of that song that much.
It fits with the show, but yeah, I agree.
The actual sequence, like the actual animation for the sequence, is awesome. I really liked it. I just don't care for the song. Ironically, Don to Don didn't really care for this one.
I liked the song, but the animation was kind of bare bones.
You don't like staring at the chalkboard? You don't like staring at the chalkboard?
It's not even just that. It was just like I don't know. I like the ending for Don Don season 2, and I liked the animation, but it wasn't like well animated. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Which isn't necessarily a make it or break it, but when you look at just the sheer symbolism of again, I think it should have been the opening because of that.
So I is one of those things where it's like I love this song to death because it's a Bump of Chicken song and I love their stuff. That being said, though, Beautiful Colors is fucking amazing.
See, it's a really tough choice for me between Beautiful Colors and I, because they both, like, first of all, Beautiful Colors does a good job of just doing like the matching the song, but I had so much fucking symbolism between just going through the whole course of Midoriya's journey throughout the show, and it just fucking hit. Like, so it's honestly a tough choice.
See, my thing here is like I love Bump Up Chicken's work. It was a perfect ending for that series. The reason I give Beautiful Colors the nod is it's a thing that I really like that Kaiju number 8 is doing in particular. The guys at Production IG and everything is they're using outside like non-typical performers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because it's been kind of a stereo. It's basically like a requirement now. Every Kaiju number 8 thing has to end with a One Republic song.
Yeah.
Which I never thought I'd enjoy One Republic, but I fucking love their Kaiju number 8 songs.
Yeah.
And they're so different. And I think that's just why. Because even the openings for Kaiju number 8 were done by different artists. Like Youngblood did the first one, and then Aurora did the second one. Yeah, this one's tough because these are both really good. I'm gonna say Beautiful Colors personally.
It's hard because it's not even just like about the song and everything. It's about the combination of song, like the actual like sequence, like the song and the animation together. So it's hard.
I love the animation too for the Kaiju.
No, it's very stylistic for Kaiju with all the different like the beautiful colors. You know, like
it's ironically, it's super unfitting to like what's going on in the show at the time. Admittedly, yeah, but I just love it. This one's tough. I don't even know which one's gonna get it, to be honest with these ones. Probably My Hero, just because My Hero, but I don't know. Because music's so subjective.
Yeah, I know. But again, it's not just about the music too, it's about the combination.
Yeah.
That's what makes this category so difficult.
Yeah, but then you also get people who just vote on the show and they don't actually care about the music, so
yeah, people like us who's actually taking it seriously.
Yeah. Well, it's an award show. It's all a popularity contest, anyways.
True.
I'm going to personally give it to Beautiful Colors, but I is right there.
It's neck and neck between these two.
I'm going to give it to Beautiful Colors mostly because I feel like I's going to win it regardless. So
fair.
Give it a nod.
Cindy really liked that one.
Beautiful Colors.
Yeah, she didn't watch My Hero, so.
So this
here's where we reach an impasse.
So this category, unfortunately, I
you can skip it.
Oh,
on the top right.
I guess.
Well, you didn't watch any of these in Japanese or at all in some cases, so
I could just give Mao another vote because I don't think she's gonna get much.
Fair. Watch her weird character that must be protected, like the one that she shouldn't even be there for.
I'm actually just curious which characters these people play. Actually, I'll give it to the Luffy actress. She's fucking killing it still after all these years.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll give it to her. She deserves it.
That's true.
It's like the lady that plays Goku. Okay, this one though, right here. This one I think might be contentious because there are some good arguments here, at least for the top three. I can't talk for the bottom three.
Yeah.
So the people are, we have Alexis Tipton who played Rize, Emmy Lowe who played Mao, Justin Brenner who is Midoriya, Lucien Dodge who was this person from Dragon Slayer. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you.
Demon Slayer, yeah.
Demon Slayer,
I forget his name, but I know he's one of those big characters for some reason.
Yep.
Oh, he's the asshole who killed my favorite character.
Okay, so you know that. Morgan Berry played whoever this is from what show is this? Sanda? I have no idea. Can't say. And then Paul Castro Jr. played this guy played Hikaru from Summer Hikaru Died. So.
Oh.
I'm going to say, as much as I want to vote for Emmy Love because Mao Mao's the best, I'm going to
Alexis
give it.
Tipton.
I'm actually going for Justin.
Really?
He fought Justin, like the amount he went throughout the series, the work he put in that final season. Like I, mad respects there.
But
And
Alexis Tipton never got to go to school either.
I love Alexis Tipton, but she literally just did the voice she does for every character.
That's fighting words.
I love Alexis Tipton, but she just did Kaguya. It was just Kaguya. I was like, all right. I don't know. I really thought Justin stepped up his game for this final season. Like,
I suppose.
and you
but
really
honestly,
saw.
If we were talking about a My Hero character, I would have given it to Bakugo over him, to be honest.
Oh, what's his name? I know the voice.
I forget his name.
I know his voice. He did a good job as well. I don't know. I considering Justin was basically like a nobody when this show started and where he is now, I feel like he deserves it, especially for the amount of work.
I feel like because I wouldn't have known it just from listening to the performance, but I'm pretty sure I've looked up his credits before, and I'm pretty sure he's actually a lot of people that I've seen in the past.
I can bring up Behind the
Let's
Voice,
see.
like from
I'm already scrolling through it.
From what I remember, like I could not remember a ton of the stuff he did before Izuku.
Oh, well, at least in the video game. I don't know if it's the show, but he was the Genu's buddy.
Well, yeah, that's after My Hero, though.
He was Luck Voltia.
Oh,
in the Black Clover movie.
He was young Grisha in Attack on Titan. That's interesting. I think that was technically.
He plays Ginro in Doctor Stone. That's fun.
So the thing here that I just realized though is Behind the Voice isn't the best way to figure out what he did before because they don't list it by when the dubs were recorded. They list it by when the shows aired. Because when I saw Attack on Titan, I realized that character didn't appear till years after My Hero started.
Yeah. Oh, he plays Hanako in Toilet Barn Hanako.
Yeah. He's got work now, but like before My Hero, I don't really recognize any of these.
Apparently, he was in Fire Force. He was a character in Slime. I think he was a minor character though.
No, he's had a ton of roles since, but like at the time, he was like pretty much a nobody. I'm pretty sure Midoriya was a star-making role.
I can imagine. I mean, he was the main character, so that kind of makes a difference. So,
yeah.
Oh, he played young Vegeta in Dragon Ball Super.
Did he? That's funny.
In the one scene where he was having that Beerus flashback.
Doesn't he just say father and that's like it?
I don't even think he does that. He just goes, oh, I think that's all he does. Oh, and he played Majub in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna personally give it to Justin Brenner. Emmy Lowe has a good argument because Mao Mao's great, but she's probably gonna have many more years of doing that character. So
yeah.
And she's also got a lot of other work. But
oh shit, he played Zeref in Fairy Tail.
Oh, did he?
That's a major kid. He's like the villain.
Was that before or after?
Well, that was before. I don't
know when the dub was.
I'm not sure. I don't know when Zeref. I don't remember when Zeref was introduced. I don't know if My Hero would have been out by then. Actually, I don't remember. When did My Hero come out?
According to that, it was 2016. And I think the dub
started. He might have technically been Zeref, but that would have been like super early in his role as Zeref.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be my pick. You said you were picking Alexis.
Yeah, I just the feels. So many feels.
Yeah. It might just be because I've seen so many other things she's in that I didn't find her performance that spectacular. I thought it was really good. I don't know. It might just be me.
Might be a you problem.
I really like Justin's final performance.
No, I'm not. I'm not throwing shade on Justin. And to be honest, he's probably gonna win either way. But I personally,
I don't know.
Like
There's a Dragon Slayer character here. They might win.
Oh yeah, Demon Slayer's in that too. Yeah.
Demon Slayer. Why do I keep saying dragons? That's just how little I care about that show. All right. Oh, was this it?
So that's it. Well, after that, it's like Arabic dubs and all that. So, or actually, I don't even think it listed that for you because, because of where you're at. Because there are like all the different language performances, but I don't think it's gonna ask for like what you think about the Arabic dub when you have an American account. So,
do I just click off? Is it just good, or did it?
I guess. Next, I guess.
Yeah, I tried. It didn't do anything. I'll just I'll leave it as is. Yeah. So that was the Anime Awards. They were sure Anime Awards.
Well, the nominees we have yet to we'll get the results. Within the month. I don't know when exactly they tally their votes.
Yeah, we'll get them eventually, and then I'm sure everybody will complain for a month, and then
I'll complain because Apothecary won't win any of the fucking things it should.
Yeah, and Apothecary is not going to get a single fucking win, probably. Even though Mamo is best girl, she's gonna get fucking protected all costs.
Character, the one category she shouldn't win. Yeah. Shouldn't even be nominated for that. No, Suika deserves that one, in my personal opinion. But
yeah, the fucking character that they locked in a dungeon, and her response was, "I guess I can eat these bugs." I'm
just gonna eat these bugs and these snakes. Yeah,
the character that willingly eats poison. Yeah, I don't think she needs to be protected. I think she's fine.
Not even willingly eats it; she relishes it. She needs to be protected. Okay.
Yeah, I think she's fine. Let's be real here. Jinshi's the bottom in that relationship. Let's be real here.
Oh, big time. If she even felt like it,
yeah, she'd be annoyed more than anything.
I'll let you be top this time because I'm just bored.
I mean, she's probably not even interested, to be honest. But because I just think of that ending scene where he fucking bites her, and she's like, "Really? No, stop! I don't want to do this."
He's just like, "She's seriously right now? All right, whatever."
Yeah. So we're at 2 hours now. We should probably do our segment because oh boy. Before we run out of time. Where's my banner? Hooray. Halo anime time. So we were talking about animes that got surprisingly dark. Were you expecting this one to be as dark as it was?
Not in particular, but the one thing that you can say that the Paramount series did was it prepared me for this because they did this almost exact thing.
Maybe they stole it from this, to be honest.
It might just be like an actual lore thing.
Maybe. Well, it probably is a lore thing because the series creators are involved.
So if it's an actual lore thing, you can't really say it stole it. It's just it was actually being accurate for once.
yeah, right. The Master Chief did not take his helmet off in this one. So there's that. But
but a different Spartan did, and she died for it.
The other Spartans, I guess, can. So this segment, I hate how the official order for these isn't even the one how they were released. Okay, this one is Homecoming. Which was produced by B-Train. Oh, this one wasn't even aired. This one was only released after the fact. That's funny.
Like on the DVD release? That's weird.
On the Blu-ray and Netflix release, because this was on Netflix for a while.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That's how I watched
it back then, but
that's how I watched it the first time. But yeah, so this one was produced by B-Train, a studio that is technically still open, but they have not done anything since 2012.
Wow.
And
Okay.
their official website no longer even exists.
So they might as well not exist.
Well, apparently, because the studio head, Kiyoshi Matsumo, retired. So they basically they still exist technically. Maybe, I don't know. I have no idea. Wikipedia.
Well, it looked really nice.
It did. So B Train is most famous for doing the Dot Hack series,
which I know nothing about.
Which that's fair because Dot Hack is confusing as fuck. Like I've played the games and I still don't know. I'm looking at anything else they had done. They did the Arc the Lad anime, which is kind of cool. That's a PS1 series of games. They did a series called Noir, which
I have that on my hard drive, but I haven't watched it yet.
Okay. Immortal Grand Prix. What is that about? Like a racing anime? Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe.
Most of their stuff is Dot Hack. Blade of the Immortal. What is that? That sounds familiar. I don't see anything. Nope. Yeah. They did one of the segments in Batman Gotham Knight too. That's fun, I guess. But yeah, they're mostly known for Dot Hack, the giant series of video games that also span into anime. They're all loosely tied together. It's complicated. Oh, they did the They did the Wild Arms anime too. That's fun. So they did a bunch of game adaptions. Interesting. Weird. But yeah, their most well-known thing by far was Dot Hack, and then they did this.
This one, like little 13-minute segment of a film.
It looked really pretty. It looked very pretty.
So when you only do a 13-minute animation, you could really fucking pull out the stops. You don't have to really worry too much about budget.
Well, yeah, especially when you're getting bankrolled by Microsoft. So
yeah.
But Homecoming. This one was interesting because this really went deeper into like the Spartan lore, but like not super deep, I guess you could say.
Well, it kind of explained first of all, it's like, where did these kids come from? These people who were groomed into becoming these super soldiers. And it turns out they were just kidnapped. They were just fucking taken. But they weren't just taken. They were cloned and replaced by the clones.
That is a plot that is like reused in a lot of stuff, but for some reason here, like I was just like, what? And also like all the clones apparently are like not well done clones because they're like all like have serious health issues apparently.
Well, that's kind of like part of the thing. Well, in this particular version, it seems like they lasted like a good bit at least. I mean, the fucking because what's in it? Daisy, the main character from this segment.
Yep.
She had escaped with another group of Spartans who were like done with this shit, and she went back home. And they mentioned it's been 7 years, so it's been 7 years, and that clone is still there and alive.
Yeah, but it's wheelchair bound apparently, which is odd.
In the Paramount series, what they had done was they were replaced with clones that were specifically designed to die of illness within like a couple of months of being replaced.
So there would be no questions. That is either more dark or less dark, depending on what your thoughts on how this one was handled. Because like, yeah,
I guess it's debatable, but it is smarter.
It is smart. It's darker at first. This one was dark because of the fact that the big moment where my big oh shit moment here was when they show Daisy goes to her clone and she's about to kill it, and then the clone gives her this like teddy bear thing, and then you find out she still killed it.
It was her old teddy bear.
Yeah, and then you find out she still killed it anyways, and I'm like, god damn.
But then she still goes back to the Spartan program.
Well, she doesn't really have a choice.
I mean, she does. She could just sit in the chair and be like, hey, it's me.
I'm significantly older now, and my hair's short, and I'm no longer crippled. But
I don't know, I'm just saying.
I don't know, the way it framed it to me, it seemed like they were captured again. Because I
It
don't
could
think they
be.
were. I don't think they were gonna just let them go.
Yeah, because we keep flashing between the present, which is like her leading like this big battle against the Covenant, and
a
the
hopeless battle
past
too.
where, yeah, in the past where she had escaped with a group of other Spartans to basically reclaim their old lives.
Yeah, because we also find out the other Spartan. I can't remember his name. He wasn't that important in the long run.
I don't remember. He was just there.
But he also like found his clone and also killed his clone. But apparently his clone was like really sick, like sickly. And then
I think
the
they do that
other,
on purpose, specifically just to like, you know.
yeah. But then the other super dark thing is then we find out the three other escapees, they just all killed themselves. Like just
Yeah, as soon
up.
as they realized what happened, they were just like, "Fuck this, I'm out."
Yeah, which is really dark. And I was just like, oh, this was not where because I have not seen these since I watched this the first time around. I was like, I don't remember this one being super dark.
Yeah,
because then we get this whole like because it's cool how they frame it, how it's like a montage between the present and then the past, and they kind of symbolize it by like her running through that battlefield and then her running on the bridge. The thing that got me though was like the second that they finally get to the point, because they basically the planet's already done, like there's no saving them, they basically were just trying to escape.
Yeah.
When they finally get to the thing, she ends up getting injured, and they spend so much time trying to save her that they end up all just getting killed. Like, right there.
And then she just fucking like bleeds out right there.
Nice.
And yeah, and we have with Master Chief just kind of standing over the body, just kind of looking at her, and then he puts the little teddy bear plush into her hand before he leaves.
Yeah, and it does the classic eye close because she was dead with her eyes open.
Yeah.
Which is like,
the teddy bear was like symbolic because like she was holding it when she was kidnapped and she dropped it, and then I guess the clone picked it back up. I don't know.
Yeah, and then she got it back and had it on her gun of all things.
Hey, you know, whatever works.
Yeah, very dark. The Master Chief cameo was funny because he like doesn't star in like any of these except for the last one.
He's also like, he didn't look like Master Chief. Like it took me a minute to be like, oh, that is Master Chief. His body type seemed wrong.
That's probably more the animation than the actual intent. Than anything. Because he showed up and I'm like, oh, he's here. And I'm like, oh, he's a big softie. Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah, definitely more substance to this one than the Origins or the Duel, which was mostly just flair.
Yeah.
I like this one, I will say, but I almost wish this was more. Like we actually got a fleshed out series out of it.
Well, maybe just like a movie, or even like honestly, like each of these could have been like their own movie, in a way.
Yeah, I mean, Origins easily could have been the Duel. That one was a little too. That was more flair over substance. Honestly,
that one could have been like if they did a movie about the Arbiter we're familiar with, because there's a modern day Arbiter that is in the Halo games. If that had been like a flashback for like, you know, going through that character's whole deal, like that would have worked. But I don't think he needed a whole movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this one. It was fine. Not my favorite one. Those are coming up because next week we get to watch Odd One Out, which is the toy animation one, and boy, is it special. So unlike the rest of these, the next one is not canon to Halo. It is a parody. And oh boy, is it great.
Okay.
Is it great. You will understand next week. Trust me.
So it's everything I would have expected from Toei. Okay.
It is. You're going to like this one, I guarantee. Yeah, so that was Halo Legends for the week. Not a lot to say on this one. More, it was dark and fascinating at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
An interesting combination. But yeah, this was an over 2-hour episode. Jesus.
Yeah. We spent a lot of time talking about animes.
We spent a lot of time talking about the same like 4 shows, pretty much.
Yeah.
And how Apothecary is going to get robbed, most likely.
Again.
Yeah, I guess though with that, once again, everybody, thank you for joining us on Geek Addicts. You can find Geek Addicts on all the major podcasting platforms. And be sure to check us out over on the Superpod Network, superpodnetwork.com. Awesome site, a whole bunch of different podcasts, videos, blogs, a whole bunch of fun stuff. Game Club game is Ape Escape 2. I won one for once. Yay me.
Huzzah.
We're still doing GBA blogs. Look out for those. Yeah, a lot of fun stuff going on over there. A lot of fun shows. And with that, everybody, once again, thank you for joining us, and we will see you all later.
Have a good one.